Before we begin, I'd like to clear up any confusion. No, Bob Ross did not shrink in size and pick up sign language. There wasn't a mix-up, don't worry. I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight to support the power of a wish and for taking the extra effort to meet me halfway to hear my story. Before, when I was told I could have a wish, I knew that I didn't want a thing. I wanted an experience. Experiences can give you so much: emotions, memories, lessons that can stick with you for a lifetime. My wish experience propelled me to self-confidence and belief in who I am, and gave a shot of adrenaline to my passion to profoundly impact the world around me. And just as you saw in the video, my wish was to sign alongside two musicians who I admire and who I feel have helped me find a voice of my own. During my wish, I felt that I was able to join them simply as a fellow artist. I felt that they really appreciated my creative interpretation of their music. But that was just the beginning of how my story unfolds. Many of you would probably disagree with this statement. To be able to see clearly and accept your true self, use social media liberally. Let me say that again. To be able to clearly see and accept your true self, use social media liberally. But let's just agree. I'm different. This is how I know it's true. My wish was granted with Josh and Tyler before a concert. Afterwards, after we attended the concert, just out in the crowd with the rest of the 21 Pilot fans, what surprised me is how many people in the crowd knew me from my YouTube channel, Andy Signs, where I not only perform songs, but teach sign language and spread awareness of deaf culture and craniofacial differences. But some people also recognized me from a Snapchat story I posted by the drummer Josh. And people had seen the story and were excited to meet me and speak to me. I saw in person for the first time how much of an impact simply being myself had on others. So I'm going to suggest that in my case, the use of social media allowed people to see me. But more importantly, through that experience, I could see me more clearly. I could see my art. I could see my passion for communication. I could see that people could see me beyond my differences and embrace me as an artist and an advocate. So much came together for me that day. Although I had been on a path of figuring myself out, I mean, what teenager isn't? I was still doing it from the safety of my bedroom. When I realized that people had found genuine joy and hope from me as a person, as someone they took time to watch and get to know, it changed everything. Since that catalytic moment of my wish, I've having a craniofacial difference, being disabled, and so much more. I've always felt a drive to do more, to help others. And it wasn't until I opened myself up with YouTube and came face to face with people whose lives I've made a difference in that I was empowered to use all of who I am. My self-acceptance motivated me to get out there and do all I can to erase the stigma against those who are born differently, like me and so many others. I'm thankful to make a wish. I've met so many compassionate and amazing people who are clearly motivated to help make a difference in the lives of kids and their families. I want other kids who are facing a tough time, like me, to be able to look back on that specific time. And I'm going to say it again, that catalytic moment where they can say, that was the day my life changed. That was the day I felt empowered. That was the day I regained the hope I thought that I'd lost. Thank you all for listening, or should I say, watching, and for being a part of the community that make wishes happen.
Keep it going. Keep it going for Andy. Come on. Unbelievable story, unbelievable triumph of his personal will to be here. And a wish changed his life. You heard it from him, first person. And now he's changing other people's lives. He's paying it forward himself. Andy is going to sign the first song with the band. And folks, I know it's getting late, but you all seem like you're having a pretty good time, and you want to see him. Stick around for that, because he's going to work with the band for the first song and sign with them. So he did a pretty good job at tugging at your heartstrings. I'm back again to tug at those purse strings. And what we're going to do, if we could bring the house lights up just a little bit right here, in honor of our 35th anniversary, to help us make more wishes like Andy's come true, help us, we're great kids like Andy, to come back here and tell their story. For the anniversary of our 35th year, who will support us tonight with a gift of $35,000 to make more wishes come true? And I have a $35,000 pledge right here in the back of the room. We are behind. I just have to say hello here real quick. Sir, your name, please?
Stephen.
Stephen, is this in honor of anyone in particular?
It's in honor of my son who had a wish, and he's terrific, and he's healthy, and this organization's wonderful.
In honor of his son. Thank you, Stephen. $35,000. Quickly, we got to make a move here. George's table, hello. Hi, and you are?
Caitlin.
Very wealthy kids here. George's sister. It runs in the family. I love it. $35,000. Now, Caitlin, is this in honor of your family or of Make-A-Wish? Anybody in particular?
My family and Make-A-Wish.
All of your family and Make-A-Wish. Another $35,000. There's $70,000 right there to start us off. Who will get us over the $100,000 mark with another $35,000 pledge? You guys have been unbelievable tonight. Reaching deep, reaching high to help great kids transform a life, change a life for the better. And there's a $35,000 pledge right here. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, and you are?
Jelena.
Jelena, is this in honor of anyone in particular?
My father.
For the great work of Make-A-Wish is fine?
Yes.
Thank you, Jelena. $35,000. She's speechless. That's fine. You guys are incredible. $35,000 right here. 30, 60, 90, 100. $105,000 there at the $35,000 level. This was a great idea to have an anniversary so we could go and call out that number. If anyone else can support us that level, folks, you guys have been amazing here. $35,000. We've granted 14,000 wishes over those 35 years. You guys are helping us do more, and I'd love to see a couple of hands in the air. Imagine if we had 4 hands in the air. We had 3 at 35. If we had 4 hands in the air at $25,000, how about another $100,000 for the great Make-A-Wish Foundation here? What do you say? $25,000. I would love to come back next year, hear more great stories like Andy, who is unbelievable. I love the Bob Ross joke. I get that because I remember who Bob Ross is. $25,000 right over here. Thank you, sir. Sir, your name, just yell it out there real quick. Chris. He goes by one name, like Madonna, Michael. Chris, there he is, $25,000. Table 54 is in for $25,000. Thank you, Chris, for the great work that we're doing here. And you know what we can do with this money. Of course, a wish provides emotional healing that can be for critically ill kids. And we've seen the science. The science shows that a wish will change a person's perspective on their illness. Who can support us now at $25,000. You guys are amazing. We did so well in the live auction before the silent auction. You guys bought tables and sponsorships. Love to see another hand in the air there at $25,000. You guys a really incredible here so far. If anybody else can support us there, put that wand in the air. Let's see it there. And plenty of ways for us to get to that $25,000 level. Imagine if we had one person at $15,000, and then maybe another person, 15 grand we're looking for right now. That will get us another 30,000 if my math is correct. Keep my math honest there. Thank you very much, sir. $15,000 we're looking for right now for Make-A-Wish. We're well over the $100,000 mark already. Thank you guys so much. $15,000 to change a life, to give someone perspective. $15,000. And of course, our friends at 501 are walking around here. You can put that anonymously and on your phone as well. Hit donate and put in that pledge, $15,000. If we had 5 people to support us at $10,000, that would be another $50,000. Who's in for $10,000 right now, folks? $10,000 we're looking for right now. An amazing night here. $10,000, of course, things we could do there with that. Of course, that every 20 minutes a child is diagnosed with a critical illness. Think about that. Think about how many wishes are out there that we can't get to right now, but we would love to. And 10,000, man, that would help us get there and bring wishes like 21 pilots for great kids like Andy. $10,000. Keep those wands in the air. I see pledges going around. I see our 501 spotters working very hard here to get to you guys. How about this? How about 5 people at $5,000? Put those hands in the air for wishes at $5,000. And I see one right over here. There's one right there. I'm looking for 4 more right now. Here's a second one right here at this table. Let's make sure our spotters get over here. Thank you, table 43. Thank you, table 44. You're right here. And your name is?
Ed.
Ed, the great Ed. Ed, have you met Chris? The One Name Club. You can do it. Chris and you are friends. There you go. Another, over here at the table, guys, you didn't get the privates yet in the LA, but you're doing a great thing right here. This table right over here, our spotters are going to get onto you guys there. Keep those wands in the air until I think 1, 2, 3 at $5,000 at table 40 something over there. Those guys are great. And over on this side of the room, thank you so much, 5,000 over here. And this table over here, thank you so much at Steve's table there in the corner there. There's 2 at Steve's table. Thank you guys so much. We've got our spotter there. Colleen is right on the scene right there. 5,000 right here. Ethan, man, Ethan. Say hello to the folks.
Hello.
Hello, folks, says Ethan. He says $5,000. Thank you, Ethan, for that. If anybody else can support us here, 5,000, very popular level. This side of the room, thank you so much. Young fella here. What's his name? You must know Ethan and George and Caitlin, and you are?
Brandon.
Brandon. He's like, I'm Brandon, and I've got a deep voice. Good man, Brandon. High fives are free. Don't worry about it. 5,000 here from Brandon. Thank you so much. It's a very popular level. You guys said it would be. $5,000. Keep those wands in the air. We have plenty of spotters around the room. You guys have been incredible. Our band is coming up. Andy is going to lead us in just a few minutes. Of course, we are going to hear from Rosemary Condor in just a moment here. How about this? Who can support us here? If we had 4 hands in the air at $3,500 for our 35th anniversary, I automatically went for 25, but we're looking for $3,500. Special honor of our anniversary, and I have a $3,500. I have 2 right here at this table. Thank you very much. Almost everybody at this table, the private jet, they almost won the private jet table, but you guys, your money is going to the right place. You know that. Thank you so much. $3,500 there. I think we have 1 or 2. This gentleman here, table 42, and the table behind it. Let's make sure our spotters get right over here. My friend right here. Yes, this table right here, and the one right there. That guy. Well, we got him. I see him. There's spotters everywhere. You're right. We're very 20. That's 35. That's 2 at 35. Looking for 2 more at $3,500. You guys are incredible. Yes, Andy and the family are out here. Andy, high fives again there. Thank you, buddy. Here we go. And you don't need a hall pass for that. That is fine. $3,500. How about this? Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if we had 10 hands in the air at $1,000? Let's count them. 10 hands in the air we need right now to finish this strong. There's 1 over here. That's 1 right there. There's 2 right there. Here's 3 right here. Thank you, my very own table. There's 4 right here. Let's keep those sparklers up in the air until a spotter comes to get you. 5 right here. Table 33. Thank you, table 33. That's 5 right here. Oh, Ethan is back. There's Ethan again. There's another 1,000 out of Ethan. He's borrowing into his next birthday at this point. Right here, thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Condor, good to see you there. 1,000 here. That's 7. Let's keep it going. Back table over here. Back table over here. Our spotters are, look at that. I see those orange iPads. Well done. 1 or 2 right there. That's 8, 9. I need one more $1,000 pledge. Do I have it right here? You guys have spent enough already. I know, you already spent your 20 grand. It's fine. I'm letting you off the hook. It's getting warm in here. You may have been using that as a fan. One more hand in the air at $1,000. There it is in the back. And we've got a spotter right on top of him there. That's 10. And make it 11. Why not? A nice, nearly a baker's dozen there. 11 right there. Thank you. You have that spotter right there. Anyone else to support us at $1,000? Only 2/3 of the children in our community who are diagnosed with a critical illness get to experience a wish. You can change that right now with a gift of $1,000. Anybody else in the room here tonight? And I will say this to you, folks. You can go on your 501 app, hit donate. Donate what you can. If somebody brought you here to the dinner tonight, think about that. Thank them by making a wish come true. Everybody in this room could at least give $35. I know I could. So in honor of our 35th anniversary, we want 100% participation in this room. So be with me, guys. Get on those phones. Hit donate. Put in the amount that you can. And ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome to the stage the Chief Development Officer of our chapter here, Rosemary Conder. Right to the stage, folks.
Thank you, Pat. Pat Tully, what an amazing job. Thank you, Pat. Wow. That auction earlier. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, I'll just be very quick. But I just want to start by saying thank you to our fantastic and ever so inspiring host, Tina Fey. Thank you also to Cipriani's, Randy and your team. You have been so incredibly generous. And thank you so much for offering such a fantastic experience. And though we are still counting